Good morning and welcome to County Stadium here in Des Moines. Dar Danielson with you on the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament Network, presented by Iowa Farm Grill and powered by Mid-American Energy. Class 1A gets it started today. Davenport Assumption, number 1 seed at 17-1 against Council Bluffs St. Albert, the number 8 seed at 14-7.
For the 2019 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament, and this Class 1A quarterfinal match between the Saints from Council Bluffs St. Albert and the Knights from Davenport Assumption.
Starting lineups brought to you by Buena Vista University.
First, the non-starters for the Council Bluffs St. Albert Saints. Number 3, Mallory Daly. Number 9, Ava Rice. Number 11, Maddie Estel. Number 20, Keely Socha. Number 23, Lilia Williams. Number 24, Macy Higginbotham. And number 26, Isabella Shaw. Now the starters for the Saints. Number 2, Olivia Barnes. Number 6, Athena Archuleo. Number 7, Tegan Blackburn. Number 10, McKenna Shepard. Number 13, Bailey Ratliff. Number 14, Megan Wettengel. Number 15, Jordan Waha. Number 17, Ellery Tarbox. Number 18, Veronica Savejo. Number 21, Emily Recker. And number 29, Bailey Cook. The coach of the Saints is Chris Hughes. He's assisted by Paul Cox, Zach Tupper, and Jenna Cox. Now let's meet the home team, the Knights from Davenport Assumption. Non-starters are number 3, Aubrey Langen. Number 6, Caitlin Ballinger. Number 8, Katie Bolt. Number 10, Ellie Ivanek. Number 14, Morgan Jennings. Number 16, Amy Kozlowski. Number 18, Autumn Kelly. Number 19, Grayson Ruggles. Number 20, Claire Smith. Number 26, Dawson Dorsey. And number 27, Katie Quinn. Now let's meet the starters for the Knights. Number 1, Anna Vonderhaar. Number 2, Sully Kelly. Number 4, Kylie Holsbrink. Number 9, Carly King. Number 10, Jade Jackson. Number 12, Lauren Herrick. Number 13, Lexi Moore. Number 17, Sam Scadeller. Number 21, Livy Lansing. Number 22, Sophia Kirsten. And number 23, Abby Klosterman. The head coach of the Knights is Elizabeth Moss. She is assisted by Michael Harrington. Our officials for today's match, the referee is Miranda Thielen. First referee is Aaron Valley. Second referee, Josh Boyles. Fourth official is Trent Payne. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, our national anthem again. Our lineup's brought to you by Buena Vista University, located in Storm Lake, Buena Vista University prepares students for lifelong success through transformational academic, professional, and co-curricular programs. Schedule your visit today at bvu.edu. And it's the three-time defending champion, Davenport Assumption, the top seed coming in here, taking on Council Bluffs St. Albert, their first trip back to the tournament since 2016, so a few years off, and they have a big go ahead of them here today against the number one seed, Davenport Assumption, 17-1. Council Bluffs St. Albert, 14-7. The only loss for Davenport Assumption came to Linmar, the 3A team. So they won 10-0 over West Liberty, 10-0 over Columbus, and 3-0 over Iowa City Regina in the regional tournament to get here. For Council Bluffs St. Albert, they beat Underwood 8-2, Tri-Center 3-1, and Trainer 1-0 to advance here to the state tournament. So just about ready for action here on a sunny day at County Stadium. Nice to have that for a change with all the rain we've had, and the field from up here looks pretty good. I know there were some issues with the fields that they had to delay the boys state tournament by a day. 77 and sunny here, partly cloudy, I should say, instead of sunny. Maybe partly sunny, we'll call it. We'll call it more glass half full and half empty, partly sunny here today. And we are set to get underway. Assumption in the dark uniforms, St. Albert in the white uniforms on your screen on the left side. As we're set to kick it off, St. Albert will kick it off once we're ready to go. And there's the whistle. We're underway with state tournament soccer action. Shepard brings it up. Tarbox now take it away by Assumption. Sully Kelly stripped away by McKenna Shepard. And it'll go out to Council Bluffs. They quickly throw it up the line, trying to run it down, and a foul will be called against Assumption on the push there, as Ellie Tarbox trying to move it up. McKenna Shepard will take the free kick there, and now they'll call for the 10 yards. Is right to the side of the penalty box there, in a pretty good spot for Council Bluffs to get started, and they want to get started quickly here against Assumption. There's the whistle for the kick. Swings up over and right over the top of the bar. Had the keeper back there, Van der Haar, wondering. That was not a bad kick, aiming for that high left corner. And it just goes over the top and lands on the back of the netting. And here's the goal kick by Assumption. And that one goes out, not what you wanted there on the goal kick. So Council Bluffs St. Albert has it right back here. On Assumption in their own half. Now trying to kick it out of there. Battling for it is Lexi Moore. Moore comes away with it. Looking up ahead. Council Bluffs St. Albert drops back into the middle there, just past Carly King, their leading goal scorer. She comes in with 36 goals on the season. Looking for her there in the middle, and just a little too much pace on that ball. And now it's booted out by Savageau, the keeper. St. Albert takes it out of the wing. Well, looking out on the wing for Blaha there, but didn't get it there. They'll drop it back and try to reset, build up from the back as they get pressure. Up ahead to Shepard. McKenna Shepard sends it through the middle. Nobody there, though, to get it. And handled by Assumption. Thrown out there to Sully Kelly. Now she gets it back, a little too much on that. Bailey Ratliff handles it. Shepard goes down, now up ahead to Carly King. King gets double teamed and has it taken away. Now quick back the other way with it. Ellie Tarbox. Going on the outside. Knocked down, but staying with it is Jordan Blaha. But the defenders are back. And now quickly up over the top. Headed up ahead by Emily Recker. Battle for it. And booted out by Bailey Ratliff. Shepard sends it, but Assumption gains control, and Jade Jackson sends it across the field. A lot of work in the midfield right now. 3 defenders back for Assumption, and that one will go right back through to the keeper. Now quickly up ahead looking for King. Sully Kelly comes in there. Battling, takes it away from Blaha and right into the keeper. And handled by Savejo. Deep kick out of there. And Assumption will send it out. Bailey Ratliff, the senior, comes up for the throw-in. Headed up. Get Shepard now. Gets it up ahead. Now across the middle. And nice slide tackle to move the ball back the other way. Assumption trying to go on the run, looking for Carly King. Held there by Sully Kelly. Into the middle, knocked out. And back through, that'll go outside, and that'll go out. And here's the throw-in. About 6 minutes in here in this first half. No score yet. Battle for it, but a lot of battles in the middle of the field right now by these two teams. Assumption trying to turn it around, and they will send it out. It'll be throw in on the far side for Council Bluffs St. Albert. They get it in. Drop it over to Bailey Cook. Up ahead on the outside, Jordan Blaha. She cuts it inside and then is knocked away by the defender and saved down there. That was Sully Kelly who knocked it away. Now she comes up the left sideline and boots it clear up ahead. They're trying to get in their half, get control there, but Council Bluffs St. Albert turns around. Sully Kelly there. And now it'll go back the other way to Council Bluffs St. Albert. Lob up into the middle, headed out. Bailey Cook handles it. But Jade Jackson will send it back the other way. Livy Lansing into the box, keeper right there with it. And a big boot. Little wind, what wind there is going to out of the south to the north behind the keeper for Council Bluffs. Far side with it. Now, Assumption working. They have some players forward here. The defender takes it away. Knocked down. They have numbers up ahead now as they pushed in. Sends it into the middle, knocked out of there by Bailey Ratliff. They were looking for Emily Recker. Excuse me, looking for Livy Lansing in there. Now outside to Sully Kelly. And she get to it. And it'll go off for her for a goal kick. Some good defensive play back there by Bailey Radliff. Kicked it off of Sully Kelly. But now, where the early minutes were played mostly in Council Bluffs St. Albert's half, now Davenport switched that a little bit, unless Council Bluffs can move it up here. And that'll be a throw in for Davenport Assumption. Knocked out by Olivia Barnes. Assumption throws it into the middle there. Livy Lansing. Trying to work it through traffic to Sully Kelly, but it's knocked out by the defense. Things getting kind of compact there. All the Council Bluffs St. Albert jerseys are back deep. Now they'll see if they can get a breakout. Here they go. McKenna Shepard. And there's a little pulling and grabbing there, and Shepard's going to be called with a foul. As she pulled back on Livy Lansing to try to stop her. That'll set up the free kick for Abby Klosterman. Oh, she's going to set it up, not going to take it though, looks like. It'll be Sophia Kirsten who puts the right foot to it, right up into the middle. Knocked down Livy Lansing. Lansing sends it up ahead. Now, high shot. Ooh, goes just wide of the goal. That one got up in the air. And Zavejo was trying to get a bead on it, but she didn't let it go over her hand and it went wide. But that was looking for that left corner again. Emily Recker will take the goal kick here for St. Albert. Gets it up ahead. St. Albert trying to get it back into their own half. And he sent it outside to Blah. But she can't get to it. Now they move up into the middle. It's picked off there by Lexi Moore. Jade Jackson sends it to the right side. Back into the middle. Carly King. Over. Oh, tried to give her a little push into King. Goal! Carly King, I believe, with 29-34, Carly King gets them on the board. She's their leading scorer. That will be goal number 37 on the season. So Assumption takes the early lead here. And St. Albert just could not get it out of their half and get it going the other way. And St. Albert pushed the issue. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure who got the assist on that. Now St. Albert playing down a goal. We'll send it up to the left side. Looking for Ellie Tarbox there, but the defender steps in. There's Lexi Moore. Back the other way with it. Here comes Carly King. Oh, tried to send it back inside to Livy Lansing. It might have been better to keep it there, but she's the big goal scorer. She knows better than I do on that one. And, well, St. Albert. And they got them, everybody pushed back on their half, as it's totally switched the game here. And into the matches, Maddie Estelle for Council Bluffs St. Albert. And they trail 1-0 here. 28 minutes to go, first half. Klosterman sends it back into the middle to Lexi Moore. Moore again sends it up high to the right. King now shadowed there by Maggie Wettengill. But you can see St. Albert just pushed back. Everybody pushed back. Now they're going to try to get it in their half. They haven't been there for a while. Every time they push it over, it's quickly taken back through. And there again, they'll need a little better pass across. His Assumption pressuring up. There's one. Whoa, just saved it. And that'll stay with Assumption. Great play by Sully Kelly to keep that one alive. Here's Livy Lansing with it. Lansing. Oops, sends it by Jay Jackson. But back into Jackson. Jackson turns. Was looking in. And falling in the box was Carly King as they tried to get it into her. And she slid down. Look, so far it looks like the footing's going pretty good in here. And to remind you, that last substitution by Council Bluffs is brought to you by IMT Insurance. Be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Well, here's the free kick for Assumption. Holsbrink moves it up. They'll drop it back again. See if they can try to switch fields there, but Tarbach stepped in. Assumption keeps possession. Oh, couldn't quite stop it there. Now we'll get another substitution. Looks like Athena Arcelo will come in for Council Bluffs St. Albert, another IMT substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Into the middle, Livy Lansing. Drops it back. Battle for it over there. Holsbrink sends it outside, but stepping in is Shepard. And now Assumption quickly wins it back. Assumption's been playing in their own half here since the early part of this first half. St. Albert got it down, got a foul, and had a good shot at it. And since then, St. Albert has kind of turned things around. Outside to Sully Kelly. Kelly tries to cut it back inside, but is double teamed, and Shepard working with her, bodying back and forth there, and Shepard comes away with it. Or excuse me, that's Blaha comes away with it. Or St. Albert. Lob up top, and the keeper will come out and take that. The Knights had 3 players running onto that ball, but the keeper was right there with it. And once again, trying to get it in their half, but Assumption handles it. Up that left side to Sully Kelly. She's looking for King over there. Battle for it. Bailey Cook. And they're just sending it a little too far with no one there to handle it. And now they've got it where they want it here. Here's Blaha will come in to throw in. Or St. Albert. They trail 1-0 here. 23-30 to play here in the first half. There's one in easily to the keeper. Well, let's see if they can pressure Council Bluffs and keep it in their hand. Kick a little short of the half. Cook tries to get it down. She does. Shepard right into Holsbrink. And that'll go out to Council Bluffs. So what they're looking to do here is push it in and attack, but take it away by Assumption. Assumption now. Kelly battling with Blaha, now knocked up ahead. And Kirsten, or no, that's Klosterman. Klosterman into the middle. to Jackson. Jade Jackson with it. Gives it off to Lansing. Battle around for it in the box. Comes back out. They keep it there. Carly King with it. Left puts it across, but nobody's over there. As the Union Pacific Friends come driving through here at County Stadium. And that one's going to go a little long for Ellie Tarbox. And Lexi Moore now. Into the middle to Jade Jackson. Jackson up ahead, Libby Lansing. Battled for possession. Bailey Cook over to Shepard. Now back to Shepard there in the middle as they try to work this defense back. Looks like 4 back deep now for Assumption. Kind of a 2-4-3 there. And Olivia Barnes comes back in for Council Bluffs St. Albert for an IMT substitution. Be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Find out more about it there. Up ahead to King. King looks. Kelly inside. Can't quite get it to her. She cut inside. Looking for it, but cut off by St. Albert. Now here's Sully Kelly. She'll take it to the left side. Defender on her is Blaha, and that'll go back to St. Albert. Oh. Yep. Okay, I looked, the AR down here pointed, and then there was a look to the center, and she confirmed it then. Throw in, taken away. Holsebrink up ahead. Nice pass up ahead, lead up there. But turned back around by the defense. Shepard now. Trying to move it outside. Blackburn can't run it down. They're having trouble getting it ahead and having players up ahead and handle it when it's there. Jade Jackson. Still working it in the middle, and I'll drop it back. There's Assumption. Up over the top, Carly King comes over. The keeper comes out. The keeper is way out, but can Lansing turn it? And it's wide of the goal. Whoa, Libby Lansing almost got the shot off as Savageau was hustling back. She came out way over from in front of the net to cover Carly King there. And looks like Morgan Jennings in for Davenport Assumption, an IMT Insurance substitution. Find out more at IMTINS.com. And there's a push down out of a little frustration there, just a shove from Tegan Blackburn. And the official's going to just give her a little bit of a warning there about that. And we'll get back to action. Kirsten will boot it. Nice big kick into the middle, but knocked down by Cook. Now St. Albert, they got to move the mass back. And there again, they try to get it through the middle. It's cut off. There's Herrick. Looks like we got a score on the other field over there. 1-0. And that one just goes wide. And that would be Gilbert, I believe, the home team, 1-0 up on Union on the field behind us. We got 4 fields going today here, and we should have 5 feeds up, hopefully. A lot of wrangling and moving around to bring you the quarterfinals. The first time we brought the quarterfinals here to you on the Iowa Girls Union Digital Network, CISN.TV, producing the games. Oh. Well, came quick up to her hand, but the rule is if it's hands in and it just comes right up and hits it, she didn't make any move with her hand to go after the ball. So that is not a handball, and the official didn't call it. Coming up into the middle there, Jackson. Could she turn it? She does. And she's still looking there. Now, Blackburn. Blackburn on the run, but it's a 2-on-4 situation. She'll take it outside. Still battling. She goes down. No harm, no foul there. Just normal action. And again, Council Bluffs St. Albert having trouble getting it into their end and getting players there once they do. And see, it comes out again and knocked down by Assumption. Such good shape by Assumption to be there. And they've kept it pushed into the St. Albert end, and that one will go, that's off the touchline on the end for a goal kick. And back in will be Athena Arcelo for Council Bluffs St. Albert on an IMT substitution. There's the throw in. Now trying to make the run up ahead. They get it up to Tarbox, but then taken away by Holspring. Try to turn it around, and that'll go out to Council Bluffs St. Albert. 1-0 here, coming up on 15 minutes to play, first half. Assumption scored. Carly King 29-34 to play here in the first half. Or left in the first half, I should say. Well, St. Albert takes it outside. Into the box, trying to get to it. Livy Lansing and sneaks it in there. Goal! Livy Lansing. The defenders did not get back and clear that ball out of there, and Lansing came right in. The keeper tried to come out, but Lansing sneaks it in there right by her. And it's 2-0 here with 14:47 to play. Today's match brought to you by Central College. Leaders start at Central College, and scholar athletes succeed on the court and in the classroom. In the past year, 112 Central College student athletes receive academic all-conference recognition. Learn how to be more than a spectator by visiting central.edu. Well, back to action now with a 2-0 lead. St. Albert fired right into the breadbasket of the keeper. Good shot by Tarbox. And well, back to action here. St. Albert needs to try to get it in their end and keep it over there for a while. Battle around, and now here comes Davenport Assumption. Oh, a nice little kick through, but then doesn't get it back to her, but then she knocks it down. There is Blackburn. Blackburn sneaks it through the legs, blocked, and the defense comes up and stops that attack. And up high over the top, the keeper comes way out. There's a collision, ball laying there, and finally St. Albert clears it in a dangerous spot with the keeper laying on the ground, but Davenport Assumption didn't have anybody close enough to get a foot on it either. And now there's a throw-off called on Carly King. And St. Albert will try to boot it the other way. They don't have many numbers up there. Working down the sideline with it is Jennings. Back into King, knocked away by the defender. Long shot into the keeper there. As Herrig says, why not? You never know. Take that long shot. You might sneak it through. Here again, nobody up high. One person for St. Albert. Now they got to try to push it up. Let's see if they do here. They'll drop it back. Now lob it over there. A little too far. Just a little too much weight on those passes. So we're looking for a Salo. And back the other way. Assumption. Working it. Dropped it back in the middle. And there's a foul called. That may be a card. That is a yellow against McKenna Shepard. That means she'll have to go out for 3 minutes. As a little too hard on the attack there. With 11:46 to play here. And that's going to hurt. Shepard's been the one moving the ball around quite a bit for him there. And a long kick up the middle, headed out by Council Bluffs. And Council Bluffs needs to get some numbers back the other way. Here they go. And again, just down. They're having trouble getting an attack going against this Assumption defense. Sully Kelly. Jackson. And Jackson wins it back from Bailey Cook. And I think she was looking for Carly King there, but overshot her. But again, Assumption. First to the ball, handling it here. Cloudy out, a little warm though, a little humid seems like. You see players kind of walking a little slower here toward the end of this first half. Still about 11 minutes to play. Inside to King, she tried to sneak it through there with her foot, but couldn't quite do it. She scored their first goal, Libby Lansing, with the second one. Now through, but can she get to it? That's the problem. And there's a collision. The official says nothing there, and that'll stay with St. Albert. So good hustle, at least by Ellie Tarbox, to force the issue. Now she gets it in on the throw-in. But taken away quickly by the defender, and now they quickly get it up to the half to King. St. Albert unable to get the numbers up. Now back through there. Sent it outside. And a miss hit there by Barnes. It'll go out to Assumption. And here comes Assumption again. Jackson. Jackson looking. Kelly. That's going to go high and over the top for a goal kick. And we'll have a substitution for St. Albert. Jordy Blaha back in. for your IMT substitution. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTINS.com. Council Bluffs has had quite a few subs. I think just 2 so far for Davenport Assumption. Now up ahead, just over the head there of Ellie Tarbox. Trying to get it. Oh, she stays with it but can't quite keep it there. Now, St. Albert can push up and keep them on their end. Trailing 2-0 here with 8 minutes to play in the first half. And that'll go back out to Davenport Assumption. Moore sends it across to Herrig. Actually feels like it's cooled off a little bit with the sun. The clouds blocking out the sun. Assumption moves it over. Sully Kelly sends it in. Sully Kelly. And battling for it, Dawson Dorsey. And again, just dominating Assumption, keeping it in their half. Sully Kelly tries a high one that goes a little high, did come back down. Dropped quick enough for her. And now we'll have substitutions by both. So it looks like Aubrey Langan for Davenport Assumption and Macy Higginbottom, I think, for Council Bluffs St. Albert on the IMTINS.com substitution. Coming up on 6 minutes to play, first half. Davenport up. Here's Carly King, sends it inside and just wide. Oh, man. Nice look in there on the pass. And tried to redirect it. Aubrey Langan, and it just went wide. And now a few more substitutions for Assumption as we move toward the end of the half here. Under 6 minutes to play, first half. And that'll go stay with Assumption. Blackburn came running on trying to get that ball. St. Albert would like nothing more than to pull something off here at the end of the first half and cut the lead at least in half. Down 2-0. But here comes Assumption. They're looking for more. Cuts it back. Inside. Through the defense still. Back out. Shot is off the hand of the keeper. That'll be our first corner of the day as Langan shot it. And corner kicks brought to you by Kruger Seeds. And the next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Well, the first corner of the day comes to Assumption. High lofter and goes a little too deep there. Carly King on the kick. But Assumption keeps control and back in, knocked down by the keeper. Looks like still 1-0 Gilbert over there on the other field over Union on field 8 just behind us here. And no score on the other fields. And 1-0 on the far field. Which field is that? That's field 7. And the visitors up, so that would be Nevada. The Nevada Cubs up 1-0 over Center Point, Urbana. We've got 4 fields going here today. First time ever we've done this on CISN, brought to you on the Girls Union Digital Network, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Dar Danielson with you. They try to sneak it through, get it up there, and it'll go back the other way. A little collision there with Ellie Tarbox and Abby Klosterman, but that was all in normal play. And we'll go back to action here. Sully Kelly will throw it in as we approach the 3-minute mark in the first half. Assumption up over Council Bluffs. Assumption looking for title number 4 in a row in Class 1A. Headed in, down toward the touchline. Not going to get there in time. It'll be a goal kick. Well, I guess there's no score behind us in the far field because they haven't started yet, looks like. Was that one? Oh, that was 11:30 start, but they're just starting now. Must have had a delay for some reason. We'll figure that out, but here's Council Bluffs trying to get something done here as we hit 2 minutes to play in the first half. Up ahead, Bailey Cook. Cook trying to keep it alive, now drops it back. Arcelo. She'll send it through. Nice pass through there into the middle. Blackburn, but take it away. Up ahead. On the breakaway. Oh, just wide on the shot with the left foot by Carly King. Looking for goal number 2. But they got it up to her. She's deadly when she gets it there. And substitution again here for Davenport Assumption, brought to you by IMT Insurance. Be worry-free with IMT. Find out more at imt.ims.com. That can be a tongue twister if you don't say it slowly and correctly. And I've said it enough in this first half already. We've had a lot of substitutions, and some of that come from the heat, I think. As we're under a minute to play, first half, 2-0 Davenport Assumption. St. Albert trying to get something going here in the final seconds of the first half to try to cut the lead in half. They sent it up ahead, but stepping in is Kylie Holzbrink. You can just see Davenport Assumption is right there defensively. Their shape is good the whole time, not giving many gaps. Looks like a 2-4-4 right now with that lead. And, or should be, I say 3-4-4, the way it was setting up. Now into nice in the middle, can't get there and just a little short. A great tackle there. And that'll be the end of the first half as St. Albert tried to make a run there to get on the scoreboard, but they trail here at a halftime to the 3-time defending state champions. We'll take a break here and come back and run down the first half action after this on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network.
All you have to do is you just have to get their feet here on the pavement and bing. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed.
You just have to get their feet here on the pavement and bing. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I wanted a big university experience.
Without the big university price.
That's why I chose Iowa Central.
What makes Iowa Central so different than other community colleges is its size.
Big campus, lots of programs, athletics, and performing arts.
I live right here on campus.
And the teachers know me by name.
I'll be career ready in 2 years.
And all my credits transfer to a university.
It's a big time experience.
Without the big time price.
Come see it for yourself.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am kind.
Kind.
I am kind.
I am strong.
Strong.
Strong. I am important.
I am important.
I am important.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl. I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
Hey, high school sports fans! Are you following the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union online? Stay up to date with the latest information and scores from across the state as we share highlights and achievements from our student athletes. You can follow all the action on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Just search at IGHSAU.
We're back here at County Stadium in Des Moines on the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament Network presented by Iowa Farm Bureau, the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Dar Danielson with you. At halftime, defending champion Davenport Assumption is up 2-0 over Council Bluffs St. Albert. For Davenport Assumption, it was Carly King getting her 37th goal with 29:34 to play in the first half, off the assist by Jade Jackson. That was Jackson's 9th assist of the season. Then with 14:47 to play, Livy Lansing got by the keeper and hit it in just to her left, or her right, and she got the second goal there. Lansing's 18th goal, and Jade Jackson once again on the assist, and that puts Jackson into double digits now in assist on the season, up to 10 for Jade Jackson. Early on, it started St. Albert. The first 4 or 5 minutes had it in their end and controlled it. They got a free kick right outside the box that was just a little high, and then Assumption kind of turned the switch on, and they played it all in their half of the field here in the second half. And that's the way it is here at halftime. They lead 2-0. On the other fields, number 4 Gilbert over number 5 Union 1-0, and these are all streaming, by the way. And then I think on that other field it was North Polk leading Heelan 1-0. And that's the way it still stands over there about halfway through the first half. They're just about to halftime over here on the other field, and then they just got started late. Nevada over there, I believe, in Center Point, Urbana. That's one that got started a little late. Oh, well, no, I guess not. They were 11:45 start. Okay, they staggered that. So that they didn't get started late. They're started on time. So they're running a little behind us here. But that's where we're at right now here in Class 1A. And, of course, all the teams looking here to knock off this Davenport Assumption team with three-time defending champion. And they're off to a good start here to get back to the title game once again, with goals by Carly King and Livy Lansing. They started out. A couple shots by Council Bluffs St. Albert there, but they're having trouble getting it through that defense and pushing it up into their own half and getting something going here against this Davenport Assumption team. And at halftime clock winding down, and so far really nothing too out of the ordinary. We just Davenport Assumption just pushing, pounding away here, and then got it into King, and then they got that ball ahead to Lansing, and she found an open area before the keeper could get over. No defenders came over to help, and Lansing got it, slotted it in by the keeper for goal number 2, and that's the way we stand here at halftime. And let's do this. Let's take one more break, and then we'll come back. Should be about ready to go with the second half of this 1A state tournament soccer game presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. We bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball. Plus special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea,
and afternoon tea,
and anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Mid-American Energy Company Championship Network. Dar Danielson, pardon me, I'm enjoying a little kettle corn here. Producer Doug brought up at halftime. Got to have just a little energy to keep me through that second half, you know. And good first half for Davenport Assumption as they look to get back to the title match once again. And throughout the day here, we've got 4 games going on the various fields. They're staggered right now. Still looks like Gilbert leading over there with about 4 minutes to play against Union with about 17 to play. Looks like North Polk is leading Bishop Heelan, if I'm reading that scoreboard right. And then Center Point, Urbana, Nevada just underway. No score over there. Coming up next will be the 2A tournament. ADM against Notre Dame, West Burlington, Danville. Spencer is against Cedar Rapids, Xavier. Waverly Shell Rock against Lewis Central. Dallas Center Grimes against Pella. Here again on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Thanks for watching. And our first time running all the quarterfinals. And it's a little bit of a challenge out here. And these fields are out where you have to get all the power and internet and everything run out, because we have to have the internet and the power to get it going. And not normally broadcast out here, but Peter Tarpey did a good job of getting it up and running, and hopefully everything's running well on the other fields as it is here. As we're ready for the second half to start. Davenport Assumption in the black uniforms will kick it off to start the second half. And Council Bluffs St. Albert in the white. They changed the kickoff here a little bit ago where it used to be you couldn't cross that line. Now you can cross it and you can kick it back or forward. You used to have to kick the ball, move it forward. They changed the rules a little bit internationally in the soccer, and then that kind of carries over. And now a big drop down in there, and King was coming over trying to get to it. She does, finally. And see what she does with it. Chops it back inside, over to the middle, and handled there by Lexi Moore. As Davenport Assumption trying to get something going early on here. And again, they've got Council Bluffs St. Albert push back deep. And a push called, but it'll be a free kick. Push called on Tegan Blackburn, so a foul there and a free kick for Davenport Assumption up high. As they'll set up. Getting ready for the kick. They bring Carly King out to kick it. Left footer winds in, but handled by the keeper there, Savageau, for Council Bluffs St. Albert. Tried a little bend on that, but didn't get much out of it. And there again, you've got Ugly Tarbox back, but nobody else. They're playing one high there, trying to hold off Assumption. Now we'll see if they can flip the field a little bit here on the throw-in. Barnes will drop it back. And they'll switch fields. Over to Bailey Cook. I think they're going to look for a little better first touches here out of St. Albert. They've been sending the ball and then it's not going anywhere. And here again, part of that's the defense, but part of that is, I think, getting on the hurry and rushing it. As Assumption now will try to turn it. Good job battling over there is Shepard. Bailey Cook trying to keep it alive, and then Shepard comes back in and drops it. Just a struggle for St. Albert to get it across that half line into their own half. Here on the quick run up, and that'll go back into the keeper, so we'll see if she gets a good boot out of there. Back the other way. And that's the half on the other field there with Gilbert up 1-0 at the half. Drop back. Here comes St. Albert. Looking to get something going here. And Blackburn gets all the way down there, runs into the defender. High up in the air. There's one knocked over. That's going to go out off of Blaha, but good pressure by Council Bluffs to move it up and attack a little bit here. Let's see if they can keep it in their half and get a shot on goal, try to have this score early on in the first half. And now trying to turn it back outside. Sully into the middle. She's in the clear. King, and it'll go off the rebound. Goal by Carly King. Keeper got the arm on it, but it bounded on through there. And Sully Kelly kept that going, and see if they give her the assist. But that was the issue. He kept talking about St. Albert pushing up, and they did, and then Davenport Assumption went back quick on the break on them. And Savalleo got an arm on it, but it dribbled on through then into the net. Kelly again keeps it going. She'll turn it back in. Outside. King. Carly King to the middle. Tapped in. Lansing. Goal! Libby Lansing on the board again. Her second goal. So just 15 seconds later, Livy Lansing gets on the board for the second time. Her 19th goal. That was a 38th goal of the year for Carly King. And just a big attack for Assumption. They've come out hot here in the second half and have stretched out to 4-0. So here's St. Albert now, looking to generate some offense against this Knight defense. And, of course, they got a little more pep in their step after scoring 2 quick goals here to start the second half. Bailey Cook turns it. Now up ahead to Shepard. She's double-teamed there, and she gets called for the undercut. Shepard's working on a yellow, so she's got to be careful. There she got one in the first half. I think she thought she got pushed, but there's some frustration there on that, and we'll go back the other way with it. Here comes Assumption. Into the middle. Oh, looking for Livy Lansing, but not there. But Sully Kelly handles it. Tries to drop it back inside. There's Lansing. Lansing cuts it to the left foot. Takes it through the middle. Dribbling through the defense. Inside, Jade Jackson had a look for a second there, but the defender closed on her. Jade Jackson, who has 2 assists, was looking for her first goal in this match. Well, Assumption goes as Blackburn goes down. Lobbed up to the keeper. King off the rebound is Lansing for the goal. No flag up. There were fans here who thought she was offside. But Livy Lansing gets her third goal, the hat trick for Livy Lansing. With 33-39 to play in the second half, it's now ballooned to a 5-0 lead, and that can happen quickly with Davenport Assumption. And that front three of King, Lansing, and Jackson really have it working here right now for Assumption. And Sully Kelly and the rest of them, credit them for moving the ball up. Lexi Moore in there. Those front three create some issues. And now the free kick for Assumption. Working out wide to left, and will drop it back. Up in the middle, looking to turn. Lansing with it. She'll drop it back over there to Klosterman. Tried to send it through the middle there. King couldn't turn on it as defender got there. Good job defending that time by St. Albert. And again, St. Albert has had a hard time getting it into their half here in the second half across the half line. Battle for it again. Klosterman up ahead. Through to King. King sends it home. Carly King with her third goal. 3 apiece for King and Lansing. And it's a 6-0 lead for Assumption. And King will go out. Caitlin Ballinger will come in. Also coming in for Assumption is Maddie Estelle. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. So King picks up the hat trick along with Lansing, who does the same, and it's a 6-0 lead here for Assumption. On a cloudy day, but the clouds are nice as they've kept the sun down, and it seems a little cooler out now. Up ahead. Blackburn tries to turn it around there. Holzbrink over on it. A lot of match left to play, but St. Albert has just not shown an ability here in the second half to get it across the half line. There's a foul against, I think, Jackson, and so it'll come back the other way for St. Albert. Maybe here with a good boot down the field. And they get it there, but no one there to receive. I understand what a good team Assumption's been and why they have 3 trophies and they're looking for the 4th here. Down the line, that'll go out. Sully Kelly with it. Working through the middle. Now over Lansing. Lansing through the defense. Knocked away, finally cleared out by St. Albert. Kylie Holzbrink brings it back. Leaves it off. Into the middle, but cleared out of there. And shot high. It'll be a goal kick. Good job by Marcelo on the defense there. And Aubrey Langen will replace Kylie Holzbrink on our IMT Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. They're just about ready to get underway on the field behind us here, which is Gilbert and Union. Gilbert up 1-0 at the half. Here comes Lansing down the touchline. That'll be knocked out for a corner, just our second corner of the day. Both of them have been Assumption's corners. And I'll let you know the corner kick's brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your Kruger Seed dealers a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. And hopefully next spring it'll be a lot drier to get that Kruger seed in the ground than what we've had the mess of this year. Here's the corner coming across the middle there, and it'll be booted out. All those people planting their Kruger seed had trouble getting it into the ground, and once they did, some of it got washed out, but hopefully things will dry out from here on out, and the Kruger seed that's growing will grow well for the farmers. We'll tap inside. Keeper's coming out and smothers it and pulls it through there. Once she gets her hands on it, then usually they pull the defense off them. And looks like on the other field, looks like North Polk still up over Heelan. And you hear the crowd behind us ooh and ah as a shot blocked right at the net in this game behind us. Now St. Albert trying to move that out of there. Maddie Estelle. And trying to turn it back around, but Assumption right there again. St. Albert has just pushed so far back, mostly in their final 2/3 here. They tried to bump Kelly off, but they're going to say play on there. And the big boot up. Battling up front with it is Ellie Tarbox against Jackson. Jade Jackson, quite a day there in the midfield. 2 assists on the first 2 goals. Now up ahead, Kelly. Sully Kelly crosses it. Far side, taken away by Blaha. And Blaha clears it for St. Albert. Back to action. Jackson sends it over to Herrig. Now Kelly. She drops it inside. An assumption here are not really on the hard attack. They're kind of playing it. If they see an opening, they're going to go for it. And there's offside call. I think our first flag on that all day. And just as I say, they're not attacking, and they take off and get called on the offside. But what I was trying to say is they're not up 6-0 here. They're not really pushing the hard attack. They're going to work it around, work the clock down, and if they see an opening, go for it. And they had the pass out there, but took off a little early and called for offside. The first offside of the match for either team here. Now back the other way. Here comes Assumption. Inside. And then a foul called right up top of the box there. Sam Skodeller was knocked down. So here's a dangerous spot right here. Looks like Jackson will kick it here. About 18 yards out to the left of the goal. St. Albert sets up a little wall there. Now over. Oh, hits the top of the bar. It comes out. And they'll try to clear it out of there. Assumption will reset. Lexi Moore in there. She drives it into the middle over the head of her teammate. And Bailey Cook sends it a little farther deep, but St. Albert just cannot get the ball out of there. Lansing into the middle. Battled around there. Lansing back with it. And high and over the top. And coming in is Keely Soka, replacing Tegan Blackburn for Council Bluffs St. Albert, or IMT substitution. Brought to you by IMT, INS.com. And St. Albert knocks it up. Well, to say that Assumption has been on a roll here lately might be a little understatement. They lost that match to Linmar 1-0, beat Burlington 10-0, Cedar Rapids Wash 5-0, West Liberty into the tournament 10-0, Columbus 10-0, and Iowa City Regina 13-0. So let's see, 38-0. They've outscored their opponents in their last 5 games. And there's an open net, and she just stepped over the top of it. Oh, my goodness. One of those so close. And that's happened sometimes in soccer, too. You step over the ball, get caught on it, and wow. Sent across the middle and handled by the keeper that time. Savaggio will boom it out. 38 would be 44 goals scored and none given up here in the last 6 games. Now, if this one stays the way it is, Sully Kelly moves it up, drops it over, and that's offside again as the flag goes up immediately by the AR here down to our right. The 2 assistant referees, each one of them goes half to half and watches the offside call first, and then the center referee takes the middle here in the 3-person, and then they have a 4th referee that helps out with the substitutions and things on the sideline. Now here comes St. Albert. As deep as they've penetrated here in a while, and a Cook up ahead, Bailey Cook with a shot. And here's the boot by Vandahar. She has not been very busy back there, especially here in the second half. Lansing stops it. Now comes back through the defense. It's just been a struggle here for Council Bluffs St. Albert in the second half especially. He's trying to mount a charge. But they haven't eased off. Ellie Tarbach's still running like crazy up there, trying to get something going. And now up the sideline, and a foul will be called there on Lauren Herrig, and the fans here from St. Albert wanted a dangerous play call because she was up in the air after that kick, and it was very close. Got run into, and you're vulnerable. Could easily been a yellow card on that one, probably. And they'll drop it back. Trying to right through there is Shepard. She's another one that just has not given up. McKenna Shepard outside to Soka. And Sully Kelly knocks it away. Marcelo. Shepard drops it in there, looking for Tarbox, and the keeper comes out and smothers it. And I think Tarbox fell on her a little bit. As St. Albert will try to turn it back around. Under 20 minutes to play now. Lob it over, and Sully Kelly's right there. He sent it across the middle. Lansing tried to knock it down. Now back to Lansing. She'll take a shot, and it's high. Almost went through the open gate over there. And wholesale substitutions now for Davenport Assumption. IMT Insurance sponsoring our subs today. Be worry-free with IMT. Find out more at imtins.com. And I'll try to read them off here as we go through. Sully Kelly goes out. Lansing went out. And they're going to take a water break, I guess. Well, we got a break. Let's talk about Central College, shall we? Central College is recruiting leaders. Come learn and play at the place you regularly wins national team championships, national individual titles, and conference all sports titles. Visit central.edu to learn how you can be more than a spectator. in our spot here, I think it's probably the nicest one right now in the park. We're high above the press box, so I can see all the fields. I just got to turn around and take it all in. It's quite a good spot up here. Now, when it gets windy, it's not quite so nice, but today it's just enough breeze to keep us cool here, the camera guy and our producer and all that. Didn't have the tent up today. Last year we had the tent up, and when it gets windy, that tent, we had to tie it down, but we haven't done that this year. And I'll run down here the scoring for you again. Carly King got it started in the first half, 29:34 to go with the assist to Jackson. Then Livy Lansing with 14:47 to play got the second goal. Then they started the second half, and it was about 4 minutes in, and Carly King got on the board again. 35:50, she got her second goal. Livy Lansing got her second with 35:25 to play in the first half. Then Lansing right back with 33:39 to play for the hat trick for her. Then Carly King added her third and the sixth goal overall at 32:21. So that's goal number 29. Or excuse me, no, that's 39 for Carly King. And for Livy Lansing, that would be goal number 20 for her on the season. So the big goal scorers into the act there, and it's 6-0. Davenport Assumption with the lead. Gilbert still leading 1-0 against Union. On the other field, looks like North Polk still leading Heelan. On the other field, and no score in the Nevada matchup. They're down to about under 6 minutes to play in the first half, and no score over there between Center Point Urbana and Nevada in that one. So there's the goal kick as we're back to action. And I'll try to figure out some of the other. Grayson Ruggles is in there, the freshman for Assumption. And we're going to have another substitution here. And that will be Ellie Ivanek coming in for Caitlin Ballinger for Assumption. In this quarterfinal, Assumption's going to move on to the semifinal, which is tomorrow at 11, right back here. And on the breakaway, keeper comes out and knocks it away. Good job, follow-up. Oh, and she just couldn't get back on the follow-up. Morgan Jennings will put it in there, but great job on the first stop by the keeper. But then no help back there on the follow-up for Veronica Savejo. And Morgan Jennings gets goal number 7. For Jennings, that's her 5th goal on the season for the freshman. Some freshmen getting a little action here late in the game. They start a sophomore, a junior. Let's see, they didn't start any freshmen, did they? No. So goal kick now for Assumption. Well, Veronica Savejo has been busy. She's made some good plays, but been overwhelmed. Just not a lot of help back there. Seems like a lot of black shirts when they're coming in. Bailey Cook moves it around, moves it up ahead. Now Blackburn keeps on the ball. Over to Shepard. Shepard inside, now trying to get it back over. She got it into Tarbox, and then they try to get it back. And a push down. is Bailey Cook working it. And she's really been hustling out there. And St. Albert trying to get on the board here as we get under the 16-minute mark. They trail 7-0. And, of course, Assumption would like to keep the sheets clean as that one goes right into the keeper. And knocked down. Up ahead into the middle. Goal! That was Emily Ivanek, I believe, on that one. To make it 8-0. Well, they wear you down on defense, and then they come at you in waves on offense. Here comes St. Albert, and right into the keeper. But St. Albert isn't backing off at all here. Even though they're down, they're still they want to get on the board here, get that state tournament goal. Right inside again, trying to set it up. And that'll go high over the goal for a goal kick. Carly King is back in there now. Knocked down by Jennings. And off the post. And then off the hand of the keeper, and King on the rebound. And it'll be a corner once again. Brought to you by Kruger Seeds. Next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, call your local Kruger Seeds dealer. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Sponsoring the corner kicks today. And King will set it up on the far corner. Swinging out a little bit. Jumble up in the middle. And scrambled out off the keeper. St. Albert still trying to clear it. And they do. Wow. That was Emily Recker came in. Now back at it. Header goes off the post. The header by Lauren Herrig hit the bottom of the post and ricocheted in. For the 9-0 lead. Herrig's 8th goal. And here's the kickoff again. Well, 9 goals, 7 in the second half that really just blew it wide open here for Assumption, and it may not be over yet. When some of the starters back in there now. Jackson And that one slapped up by the keeper. King looking for another goal. And that'll be another Kruger Seeds corner. Again, find out about corn or soybean seed by calling your local Kruger Seeds dealer. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Here's King on the corner, this time with the left foot swinging in and into the side of the net. So not quite as good in the corner kick with the lefty as she was the righty, and now looks like St. Albert bringing on a lot of substitutions, our IMTINS.com substitutions. And some of the players back in there that were out, like Jordan Blaha, Keely Soka. And there's Ellie Tarbox. Oh, or no, excuse me, that was Shepard there. She's back in. Cuts it out. Cross, goal! Found the top corner. Morgan Jennings. And that's it. The 10-goal lead ends it at 10:58. And Assumption will move on to the semifinals here with the 10-0 win over Council Bluffs St. Albert. And let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. The 1A final here, Davenport Assumption over Council Bluffs St. Albert, 10-0.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I wanted a big university experience.
Without the big university price.
That's why I chose Iowa Central.
What makes Iowa Central so different than other community colleges is its size.
Big campus, lots of programs, athletics, and performing arts.
I live right here on campus.
And the teachers know me by name.
I'll be career ready in 2 years.
And all my credits transfer to a university.
It's a big time experience.
Without the big time price.
Come see it for yourself.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am kind.
Kind.
I am kind.
I am strong.
Strong. Strong.
I am important.
I am important.
I am important.
I am the Iowa girl.
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 Hey, high school sports fans. Are you following the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union online? Stay up to date with the latest information and scores from across the state as we share highlights and achievements from our student athletes. You can follow all the action on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Just search at IGHSAU.
Back here at County Stadium, the final 10-0. Davenport Assumption beats Council Bluffs St. Albert. Carly King got it started with 29:34 to go. She had 3 goals overall. Libby Lansing got the second goal. It was 2-0 at the half. Then King got the first goal in the second half on what started the 8-0 onslaught. Then Livy Lansing got 2 in a row. Kylie King got 1. Morgan Jennings. King with 5 assists. Then Emily Ivanek, Lauren Herrig, and Morgan Jennings round out the scoring here to end the game at 10:58 here by the 10-0 rule. And Davenport Assumption advances. Council Bluffs had a great season. They finish up the season here at 14-8, their first trip back to the state tournament since 2016. And Assumption moving on that quest of the 4th straight state title. They go to 18-1. They'll play tomorrow at 11 o'clock here in the semifinal against the winner of the Gilbert Union game. Right now, Gilbert leading that 1-0 on the field right behind us here at County Stadium. So the final here, 10-0. Davenport Assumption downs the number 1 seed, downs the number 8 seed Council Bluffs St. Albert. And that's going to wrap it up here. The Girls State Soccer Tournament brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.